Hey fam, I'm gonna try to run through this real quick, family. It's raining. I did a video about an hour ago, but the rain affected the camera or something. This Xiaomei melon, the Korean melon, kind of like a honeydew. That used to be my little herb garden, so I switched just threw that little melon in there to use the space. This right here is the loofah. Baby loofah's coming in on the loofah plant. Underneath that is the yellow pear tomatoes. So loofah plant, long bean plant. Now I have the green long bean, asparagus bean, and also the that's about 24 inches right there. And then also the red long bean. So pepper, gypsy pepper down there, and more bean plants, pepper plants. And over here is all bean plants right here. Long bean, provider bean, and contender bean was down the bottom. But most of the stuff right here that basically you can see in the video, it's basically been harvested and harvested. So right now I'm in August. So August usually is the end of the season for my garden and summer garden anyway. This right here is the Korean sweet potato, and I don't have a bottom on these garden beds because I want the roots to go ahead and go into the ground. Oh yeah, look at my snake skin I found. I think that's the longest one I found. It's about 5 feet, about 3 inches. Yeah, the rainbows doing their job. And oh yeah, the Seminole pumpkin and the Korean zucchini is on this one, but that right there is a Seminole pumpkin. So we got the Seminole pumpkin and the Korean zucchini and tomatillos over here. This area right here is the area I moved in March. So with moving and repairs and doing things, I knew I did not have time for a summer garden. So I just hurry up and dug a row of holes and put in my little blood meal and things, and just created a row where I could just go ahead and throw some things in the ground. So while I'm working on other things, they will be growing, and I could get to it later. And usually I build trellises and things like that and really prepare, but I had a choice to not have a summer garden or to go ahead and just throw some things in the ground and let them grow while I work on other things. Because it's a one-man show over here, y'all. One-man show. This had cucumbers in it, and I've already cut the plants out, but still have a bean plant in there, one of the long bean plants. And these are the zucchinis, Korean zucchinis, and I believe the name is hobak or something like that. This plant right here is the Seminole. And again, these crates I built when I moved, before I moved, to take my my grapevines with me. So dig them up and put them in the crates. Dig your stuff up and put it in the crate and take it with you. This is one of the plants I bought and revived. It's a grape. This is a little grapevine. So I bought this to revive it, and it revived well and produced first year grapes in the first year. Oh, look at the pests. I see you. I usually call I really call this my hot mess. You can see here, I just dug a row, not a row, holes in a row. I just dug holes and I put everything over here that I knew I might want over the summer just to get it going. And it has produced quite well. Right now, what you're seeing is the end of the end. The end of the end. The last coming. So, these cucumber plants, bean plants, tomatillo plants going to be cut down. And also under those are cantaloupe and the Korean melon, the Xiaomei. These are the sweet potatoes. That's the last thing basically I'm waiting to come in, the sweet potatoes. So this down here is basically the Xiaomei, Korean melon. And they're all down here and they're green. And when they turn yellow, they're ripe. But they're all down here. That and the cantaloupe. So over here on the back side of the sweet potatoes, and they're the Korean sweet potatoes. You know, I moved here in March, as I said before, so I did these in containers, built those containers and started those out just to make sure I have something growing. There's another one of those Korean melons, the Xiaomei, and more tomatillos. And now these tomatillo plants and pepper plants, I'm going to go ahead and cut those down. I myself and others have had plenty to harvest. So now this one I would leave, this tomatillo right here. It's not hurting nothing, it's still growing. It's the last one to come up, so I guess I'll let that stay. I connected this little trellis quickly on top of this crate I built. And I ordered this off Amazon, the nylon trellis. So when you're done with that, you just throw it in the trash or burn it. There's those red noodle beans. So these trellises, you really don't have to build. Like I said, by me moving here in March, I just found some ways to kind of stick it up. So see those center blocks down there? Those center blocks came from my old house before I moved here. So I just basically stuck the 2x2 on the center blocks. The post was already posted into the center block before I moved here. So it was a quick way to get something up to hold, especially the loofahs, because they take over 200 days. So with those, you really need to start early in my zone 8 and let those go ahead and start producing loofah and then preparing to dry out. This right here is another grapevine. I think it was 4 grapevines that I put in crates to move with me. And inside this grapevine was the strawberry. And more squash and pumpkin over here. I just found areas to really try to make use of them. And I had to get my trees somewhere. So I have 4 trees over here. The gala apple tree right here. plum tree right here. And at the base of every tree, there's either a watermelon, squash, or cucumber plant. So I have my squash, yellow crookneck, and also zucchini back here. But also I have the Asian Korean zucchini and the Seminole pumpkin. Let me find one for you. There's a couple back here, but let's find one. There it is. There's one right there. There's 3 of them. So here's another one right there. One of them I've already cut and harvested. That's the squash plant. Might be done for the year. And then of course these are the watermelons back here. They are the silver melons, Japanese melons. And these are pear tomato plants. Did really good. Maya and the guests who came by to harvest got plenty of these pear tomatoes. These pear tomatoes have done really good. I hope I said pear tomatoes previously. I might have said something else, but yeah, this was another quick fix. Oh, this zucchini plant did good. It gave me huge, dark green, delicious zucchini. And I actually was able to share. With several other people. And this pear tree right here, this is, I think, where my video stopped last time. It's raining, so, rain affect things. But this is the one I bought for like $10. It was dead and dried out, and I revived it. Most trees I revive, I donate to someone, but I kept that one. I guess it would be a pollinator for me. That's pear tomato. Now the last video I was working on, I actually had a good picture of a cucumber that had grown, 2 cucumbers that had grown together. I thought that was so cool. And this right here is the Asian pear. I planted that from seed. Asian pear tree right here. Cucumber and Korean squash at the bottom. At the bottom of this tree over here is the watermelon. I believe it's sugar baby. These squash are hiding from us. And there's 4 pepper plants in here. There's 4 pepper plants. Like I said, when I moved here, it was March, and I had a handful moving the whole house, doing repairs, painting, building. That right there is the grapevine. I think it's about 20 feet maybe, I think. And this is the little grapevine I bought from the old house. Right here in this little tote. Eventually I'm going to find somewhere to put these things in the ground. That's a Japanese sweet potato right there. Purple inside. White outside, purple inside. It's a melon. And this one of those trellises I bought off Amazon. And I basically put up 2 of the 2x4s on the side of the she shed. And connected those over there. Let those trellis up there, I should say. This right here is the Korean sweet potato. My overflow from my little thing collecting rain here. Oh, over here is a prep area. I'm prepping for some additional planting. I'm thinking I'm going to do my Asian greens back here. Maybe that and broccoli. And I have more work to do because I have to cut down about 5 trees back here. They voluntarily grown up and they have to be removed. So, but these trees are my trees right here. 1, 2, and 3. So that one that I've just passed was the Arkansas Black. This is a peach tree. It produced about, I think, 10 peaches this year. Still small. Look, lemon drop melon. Now 3 of them bust because of the rain, excessive rain. So I lost 3 of them to rain. 1 of them or 2 of them, I think I went on and harvested. That's another Arkansas Black with a cucumber plant at the bottom. And that's a whole mess right there that I have to work on over the winter after the snakes are hibernating. And that grapevine I have to work on over the winter once it's dormant. Start pruning Mr. Grapevine back. Yes, sir. Start to prune Mr. Grapevine back and shape it so when the spring comes, it will not be taken over. I need that space, so I will let it grow, but I'll do a little pruning and shaping to it. And all these right here, I have to do something. They're coming in too far onto the property. But yes, this is the grapevine. I believe it is Covert grapes. Yeah, so basically moving here in March, I basically found a way to kind of make things work, get things going, while I work on unpacking and doing things like that. Found a way to kind of position things around and this little section up here, I put cardboard down to kill the grass around it because it's temporary. Once I decide what I'm going to do, I may move this tree over the winter. I may keep it here. This is a peach tree. It also produced, it's a dwarf. It produced a few peaches. The strawberries over here in the little containers. I transplanted those to those containers. And of course the yellow squash. At the base of every tree there is a squash, cucumber, or something like that. Composter that I do not use. I just put it in the ground. And pepper plants. Surprisingly, These pepper plants has produced and produced and produced for me and my friends. I love when people come by and grab a basket and go through the garden and talk and laugh and pick and harvest. Family and friends. That's a cucumber plant over there coming up, growing up, the little thing right there. Going up to the fence. And cucumber was at the base of, it is at the base of this plum tree. And yes, I ate the plums. Peaches and plums, the only thing I did not share. Everything else, one of my friends or family, you know, they wanted, pretty much fits in my basket. So it's August, and usually in August I'm done with summer. I've already prepped my peppers and tomatoes and things and canned what I wanted to can, and I just don't like wasting plants, cutting down, but you have to do it because you're done. So that was my quick tour of this garden. Urban homestead, they say. Oh, and this right here was the salad bar over the spring, but now it has beans and tomatoes. I have the red robin tomato in here, the one that, you know, is a midget dwarf tomato plant. So I have 3 of them in here actually. So as a salad bar, this thing was good over the spring. Well, I think that's about it. Rain barrels overflow. Overflow. Now this right here, a nectarine tree. I was on my way somewhere and I stopped at a random nursery and they had the nectarine tree, so I got that. And I also bought a plum tree, but it was dying. I had given it to someone and I actually had to prune it and do some work with it and fertilize it, and it's now coming back. Yeah, I cut those dead branches, dead parts off and just left a few leaves, but I don't even need these leaves right here. I can actually remove these leaves now because it is coming back, and I've been watching it and soak it in some rainwater. Put a little 1010 in there, very little because it's synthetic. And it took it a minute, but it is looking good now. That's a blackberry I dug up out the ground from the old house and put it in a container to bring it over here. It produced quite a bit to be so small. So eventually, next summer I will have an actual garden instead of this makeshift garden, but I'm grateful for what I have. And there it is, family. 2023 garden tour with all my sweet potatoes. Bye-bye.